Hi, my name is Scott, and as you may or may not know, the 85th Academy Awards are tomorrow, and I would like to give you my opinion on who may win and who should win. Let's get started. I would start with probably the best costume design. The nominees are Anna Karina, Les Miserables, Lincoln, Mirror Mirror, and Snow White and the Huntsman. My pick is Les Miserables. I think Les Miserables probably deserves to win of all of them, but you never know. An upset could be Anna Karina or Lincoln. Best original score: Anna Karina, Argo, Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Skyfall. Life of Pi will win. My choice, although, is Skyfall. Best original song: Before My Time from the movie Chasing Ice. Yeah. Everybody Needs a Best Friend from the movie Ted. Pi's Lullaby from Life of Pi. Skyfall from Skyfall. And Suddenly from Les Miserables. I believe it's going to be Skyfall. That's my pick. I think they want to give an Oscar to Adele. I mean, she's got Grammy, but they want to give an Oscar to her. My choice would be Everybody Needs a Best Friend from Ted. It would be kind of interesting to see Seth MacFarlane win an Oscar at the same time as he is hosting the Oscars. It would be kind of interesting. I don't know. Well, so Skyfall for Best Original Song. Best Visual Effects. The nominees are The Hobbit: Unexpected Journey, Life of Pi, Marvel's The Avengers, Prometheus, and Snow White and the Huntsman. Life of Pi. That's my pick, and that's also the what I think should win as well. If I would have a second guess, then probably The Avengers. This is a pretty good movie, and I don't see why it wouldn't win. But The Life of Pi. We'll go to sound editing. Best sound editing. The nominees are Argo, Django Unchained, Life of Pi, Skyfall, and Zero Dark 30. Films usually win that have a lot of sound, good sound. A lot of war films, so it could come down to Argo and Zero Dark 30. Skyfall 2 could have a good shot in there. I don't think Life of Pi, I think, is the weakest link here, but so I guess we'll go with Zero Dark 30. Preference, I really don't have a preference. I would like to see Django Unchained maybe win here, but we'll see. Zero Dark 30. Best sound mixing. Again, Argo, Les Miserables, because it's a musical, Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Skyfall. Usually, I don't know, seems like Les Miserables has the best shot of winning here, so I'm going to pick Les Miserables. Not my choice, but Skyfall would be my choice on this one. Let's skip to best short films, live action. Usually people who make these films are the ones who get the vote on the films nominated and the film that deserves to win. So not all members of the Academy get to vote on this category. So same thing with documentary features and shorts, I believe. I could be wrong, but here we go. The nominees are live action Assad, Buzkashki, I don't know, Boys, Curfew, Death of a Shadow, Dude van in Schodebu. I don't speak German. And Henry. I have no idea, but my pick is Death of a Shadow. And like I said, I don't know. Anything can win. Now, the best short film animated, I've seen 3 of these 5. The nominees are Adam and Dog, Fresh Guacamole, Head Over Heels, Maggie Simpson in The Longest Daycare, and Paperman. Paperman probably has the best shot of winning here. Second to that would be Adam and Dog. But I am picking Maggie Simpson in The Longest Daycare because I believe David Silverman deserves an Oscar. He didn't get a nomination a few years back for the Simpsons movie. And so there you go on that. So my pick is Maggie Simpson in The Longest Daycare. I definitely don't think he's going to win, but I wanted to win so bad, so that's my pick. Best documentary feature. The nominees are 5 Broken Cameras, The Gatekeepers, How to Survive a Plague, The Invisible War, Searching for Sugar Man. I have not seen any of these. I heard that Searching for Sugar Man is probably the best pick right here. But usually documentaries, the sadder the movie is, the better it is, and the more votes it gets. It seems like the more depressing a film is, the better it is when it comes down to documentaries, and usually that's what wins 90% of the time, it seems like. So I know that How to Survive a Plague has something about AIDS survivors or something of that matter. I'm not sure. But I would pick How to Survive a Plague. I don't really have a preference here. So, but yeah. Best documentary short. Innocent. King's Point, sorry. Mondays at Racine. Open Heart. And Redemption. A lot of people, from what I understand, are going with that Open Heart movie or Innocent or even King's Point. I never seen any of the nominees. Like, again, only people who are in that category get to vote on that category. So I'm just going to go with the top one, Innocent, and no preference. We'll go on to Best Production Design. The nominees are Anna Karenina, The Hobbit, Les Miserables, Life of Pi, and Lincoln. Boy. I am going to pick Lincoln. Just think the set pieces in that movie are absolutely accurate to the 1860s, I believe. So, as well, and possible upset would be Les Miserables. That they absolutely look stunning as well. You know, but it could go to Life is Pi. Life of Pi. So, anyways, my preference is Lincoln. I think it's also going to win. So, Best Film Editing. The nominees are Argo, Life of Pi, Lincoln, Silver Linings Playbook, interesting, and Zero Dark 30. Again, I think it's going to go to the controversial Zero Dark 30, and really interesting there. So, I think it's going to win. I think it's deserving to win. The cinematography now. The nominees are Anna Karenina, Django Unchained, Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Skyfall. Interesting nominees here. Roger Deakins has not won. He's the cinematographer most, or if not all, the Coen Brothers films. He still hasn't won to this day. He probably will not win again this year for Skyfall. That is my preference, but I'm going with Life of Pi. It just looks amazing, that film. So Life of Pi for cinematography. And now we will go to Best Costume Design. The nominees are Anna Karenina, Les Miserables, Lincoln, Mirror Mirror, and Snow White and the Huntsman. I think it's going to go to Les Miserables. No preference. I don't have a preference here. We'll do Best Foreign Film. I don't even think I need to go over all the nominees, but the nominees are Armor from Austria, Kon-Tiki from Norway, No from Chile, A Royal Affair from Denmark, and War Witch from Canada. Amor? That is almost guaranteed to win. So it's nominated for Best Picture. If it has any shot of winning an Academy Award, this will be it, other than my next category. So preference, I don't really have one. So there you go. Best Original Screenplay. Again, Amor, Django Unchained, Flight, Moonrise Kingdom, Zero Dark 30. Early on, I would have to probably say that Mark Bowl would have a huge shot at winning this, Zero Dark 30. But Amor is now the front runner, so Amor. My preference would be Wes Anderson for Moonrise Kingdom, but I think he's probably the least favorite, sadly enough. Here we go. Best Adapted Screenplay. The nominees are Argo, Beast of the Southern Wild, Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Silver Linings Playbook. Whew. I think Lincoln will win. My preference would be Silver Linings Playbook, but also Argo has a fighting chance here too. But Tony Kushner, he wrote Munich and that HBO film a few years ago, in I think '04, Angels in America. He's also a Pulitzer Prize winner, so a lot of respect there. So I'm going to go with him for Lincoln. And so there you have that. Best Animated Feature. The nominees are Brave, Frankenweenie, Paranorman, The Pirates Band of Misfits, and Wreck-It Ralph. Haven't seen them all. I've seen Brave, I've seen Frankenweenie, I've seen Paranorman, I've seen Wreck-It Ralph. I have not seen Pirates of Band of Misfits. I don't think that has. I think this is probably the weakest of the nominees. It's going to. Brave has won everything. I do not like Brave. I don't think it's a very particularly good film. It's notch over Cars 2. So I'm going to go here with Wreck-It Ralph. That is also my preference. So it will win, and it deserves to win. So now we get into the big ones, the fun ones, the ones that everybody are looking forward to seeing. Not saying that the other ones are miserable, but dismal. But these are obviously the ones that everybody's coming down to watch to see. The Best Actor, Actress, Supporting Actor, Supporting Actress, Director, and of course Best Picture. We'll go with, usually they bump around and they do one of the big ones out of the way first, so they probably do a Best Supporting Actress or Supporting Actor, either first or second tomorrow. So we'll do Best Supporting Actor first. The nominees are Alan Arkin from Argo, Robert De Niro from Silver Linings Playbook, Philip Seymour Hoffman from The Master, Tommy Lee Jones from Lincoln, and Christoph Waltz from Django Unchained. Now, you may or may not know, all of the actors have all won. Robert De Niro has won twice. So all the other four nominees have won once. So each one of these are going to guarantee to win their second, if not their third, Academy Awards here. Early on, my favorite was Philip Seymour Hoffman, The Master. That was a long time ago. Now it's coming down to Tommy Lee Jones from Lincoln and Robert De Niro from Silver Linings Playbook. It's a 30-30. And I would say that Philip Seymour Hoffman would probably have 20. Christopher Waltz would have 10% of the votes. And Alan Arkin would have 10% of votes. So 30, 30, 60, 80, 90, 90. Robert De Niro may or may not pull it off. I think he will. So he's my vote. Tommy Lee Jones would be second right behind him. It could go to either him or Tommy Lee Jones. But I think Robert De Niro, 22 years since his last nominee, Cape Fear. and he's definitely, I think he's going to win. So Robert De Niro for Silver Linings Playbook. Let's do Best Supporting Actress. The nominees are Amy Adams for The Master, Sally Field for Lincoln, Anne Hathaway for Les Miserables, Helen Hunt for The Sessions, and Jackie Weaver for Silver Linings Playbook. There are 3 of the nominees have not won, 2 have won, and 1 has won twice. Sally Field. She's been nominated 2 times previously and won both times. Her 3rd nomination, and she was the early favorite to win this award again for the first time for a supporting actress role. But what it comes down to is Anne Hathaway. She is going to win. Not my preference to win. Anybody can sing and cry. That's all she did in that movie. Sing, and then she cried. And then she may sing again, and she cried again. That's all she did. I love Anne Hathaway, but not in this movie enough to have her win. My preference would be Amy Adams, again, in The Master. I think they're overlooking this film a whole lot. So, Anne Hathaway will win. Amy Adams is my preference. Let's do Best Actress. The nominees are Jessica Chastain for Zero Dark 30, Jennifer Lawrence for Silver Linings Playbook, Emmanuel Rivera for Amour, who is the oldest of the nominees of all time. She's 83, I believe. She was also around since the 27 Oscars. She was born the year the first Oscars were around. So congratulations on that. First for the oldest, and then Kwezinhane Wallace, I think, how you pronounce her name, who is the youngest to be nominated in this category. She's nominated for Beasts of the Southern Wild. And then, of course, Naomi Watts for The Impossible, who I believe is the weakest of the nominees. Again, very unpredictable category. I think it's going to come down to 3 of the nominees here: Jessica Chastain, Jennifer Lawrence, and Emmanuel Rivera. But when it comes right down to it, it's going to be Jennifer Lawrence. Silver Linings Playbook, who also deserves to win. I believe she should win. She will win. The Best Actor nominees are Bradley Cooper for Silver Linings Playbook, Daniel Day-Lewis for Lincoln, Hugh Jackman for Les Miserables, Joaquin Phoenix for The Master, and Denzel Washington for Flight. It's Bradley Cooper's first nomination, Hugh Jackman's first nomination. Denzel Washington has won twice, Daniel Day-Lewis has won twice, and Joaquin Phoenix has been nominated. I think this is his 3rd. Never won. Daniel Day-Lewis is a huge favorite. If there is a favorite in this whole Academy Awards, this would be it. Daniel Day-Lewis is definitely the favorite. He will win. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. Not in this movie. I got to reiterate. I love his performance. I like the movie, but I think the movie kind of carried on a little bit too long. I think there's other actors here that you have to look at. I just think about the 2002 year when him and Jack Nicholson were going at it. He was nominated for Martin Scorsese's Gangs of New York, and Jack Nicholson was nominated for About Schmidt, and those guys were head to head. Definitely more likely we thought they were going to win, but Adrian Brody shocked the world, and he won for The Pianist. I couldn't believe it, but yeah. So don't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if someone else won here, just because, I don't know. Joaquin Phoenix is my preference for The Master. I have huge respect for Denzel Washington, but he definitely does not have the will to win this year. He's probably the weakest of the nominees, if not Hugh Jackman might be the weakest of the nominees. But definitely is going to be Daniel Day-Lewis. Go with that. And now the last two of the nominees. Best Director, Michael Haneke for Amour. Ben Zeitlin for Beasts of the Southern Wild, his first feature film, I believe. Ang Lee, Life of Pi. Steven Spielberg from Lincoln. And David O. Russell for Silver Linings Playbook. Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg will win. I love Steven Spielberg. He's my favorite all-time director of all. I grew up with all of his movies. I'm not a huge fan of this film, I gotta say, Lincoln. It's my least favorite of the nominees, other than Amour, which is the only one I haven't seen. But I do believe that he is the strongest of the nominees to win here. And a possible upset would be Ang Lee, who gorgeous movie, did a very good job with Life of Pi. He has won before for Brokeback Mountain, which should have won Best Picture in 2005. David O. Russell would be interesting. I would like to see him win. He also has a shot at winning, but go with Steven Spielberg for Lincoln, and there you go from there. Best Picture, huge year for Best Picture films. Very unpredictable year for all categories, but here's another one. Bounced back for a long time. It was here's the nominees: Amour, Argo, Beasts of the Southern Wild, Django Unchained, Les Miserables, Life of Pi, Silver Linings Playbook, and Zero Dark 30. Of all these films, Amour and Zero Dark 30 are probably the best reviewed films of the year. Amour came out of nowhere. It was like the one of the last to be to come through, which I don't know much about it. It's one I haven't seen. Beasts of the Southern Wild might be, it's a new filmmaker. It's a good movie, very well done, but it has no shot. It has no shot whatsoever. Django Unchained, I would love to see to win, but again, no. Les Miserables, no. Life of Pi, no. Lincoln, it was an early favorite at one point. I believe it won the Golden Globe for Best Picture. Argo is now the favorite. It won the BAFTA this year, and it won all the precursor awards previous to that. So, Argo, very good movie. It will win. I would like to see Silver Linings Playbook win, or Zero Dark 30 win, but we both know that it's not going to. But there could be an upset. It could be an upset. It's Argo is strong, but any film could win here. Almost any film could win. But like I said, Argo will win, and that's it. So, some misfortunes for The Master. I believe The Master should have been nominated here. Best Director, Ben Affleck got overlooked, and so did Paul Thomas Anderson for The Master was my early choice, and so Quentin Tarantino. I mean, you can only fit 5 people on this list, and Catherine Bigelow, of course, was zeroed out on Zero Dark 30. Some other nominees, films that didn't get nominated: The Dark Knight, nothing. And The Hunger Games. Big upset for that. I mean, it didn't get nothing. It could have got a production design was beautiful. The costume design and the hair and makeup is just outstanding. And so, I mean, it could have got at least one of those other ones. That's about it. I'm kind of upset. A little upset that what's the name? John, from the sessions, what's his name? John. Never mind. What is his name? Anyways, that is it. That's all for me from the 85th Academy Awards. I expect it to be pretty good. I expect, maybe there'll be a lot of surprises here. But those are my picks, and see you next time.